Penn State suffered another painful defeat Saturday, falling to Ohio State 2013 in a top 5 showdown at Beaver Stadium, which set a record attendance of 111,130. This loss marked the Nittany Lions' 8th consecutive defeat against the Buckeyes, dropping head coach James Franklin's record against Ohio State to 1-10 since 2014. Many of these losses have significantly impacted the Big Ten and national title races, allowing Ohio State to clinch conference championships and secure spots in the college football playoff while thwarting Penn State's aspirations. Despite the sting of this latest loss, the Nittany Lions remain in contention for a college football playoff spot. Their record now stands at 7-1, with 4 regular season games left. In previous seasons, losses to Ohio State made it challenging for Penn State to reach the 4-team playoff. However, with the introduction of the 12-team format, 7 at-large bids are available for highly ranked teams that don't win their conference. If this format had been in place during past seasons, Penn State would have qualified for the playoff 6 times, even with at least 1 loss each year. It remains to be seen how far Penn State will drop in the rankings after the loss to Ohio State. As of Saturday evening, no teams ranked below them in the coaches' poll had lost, although many of those teams possessed 2 losses, making it unlikely they would surpass the Nittany Lions. Franklin and his team will soon learn their standing as the first playoff committee rankings of the 2024 season will be released Tuesday night. Although the Nittany Lions still harbor playoff hopes, their chances of securing a first-round bye are now less specific. The top 4 seeds in the playoff advance directly to the quarterfinals, with those spots typically going to the highest-rated conference champions, predominantly from the Power 4 conferences, the Big Ten, SEC, ACC, and Big 12. The road to the Big Ten championship game has become complicated following the loss to Ohio State. Adding teams like USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington led to the Big Ten eliminating its 2-division format, with the highest 2 finishers now advancing to the championship game. At 4-1 in conference play, the Nittany Lions are among 4 teams with fewer than 2 losses, alongside 5-0 Oregon, 5-0 Indiana, and 4-1 Ohio State. With Ohio State and Indiana set to clash on November 23rd, one will inevitably add another loss to their record. However, Oregon's remaining schedule looks favorable as they face no top 25 opponents. In the event of a tie in the standings, the Big Ten has outlined tiebreaker criteria, which include head-to-head matchups, records against common conference opponents, and overall cumulative conference winning percentage. Much of Penn State's playoff hopes hinge on its remaining schedule. Following the Ohio State loss, the Nittany Lions have no remaining matchups against ranked teams. Only one of their final 4 opponents, Minnesota, 5-3, has a winning record. If Penn State can capitalize on these opportunities and win their remaining games, they could finish the regular season at 11-1, placing them in a strong position for a playoff selection. Upcoming matchups include Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, and Maryland, all of which present favorable opportunities for the Nittany Lions to enhance their playoff credentials.